First things first, I just want to say it's great to see the amount of fucking bullshit messages I got from people who, like Justin said from the word go, who were saying that they need to come to events to sort the shit out in the business, aren't actually in this room. After on media, we've been getting message after message saying, we desperately want to see you speak, we've listened to the podcast, we've seen what you do, where can we come and get this information? So I just want to say, Mazel Tov, hats off to you guys for actually taking action and coming, and not using the excuse of Mother's Day tomorrow, which I'm going to slay some people for in the absolute future. But there's an amazing thing here, and some of the speakers that you're about to listen to today are just absolute phenomenal people, and the people who I have personally taken a lot of inspiration from. Amazing minds, wise souls that can help you just not within the business system, but within the personal stuff, which is where I kind of want to touch in on today. Because what a lot of us do, and I've been in the position before, is we go in search externally of the magic ticket that will move the business, the marketing funnel, the team member. And the majority of the time, it isn't that. The actual magic ticket is within us. And it could be a conversation that we're not having. It could be that we're not fucking clear on where we're going. It could be that we're, I don't know, not taking an action that's going to move the business forwards. So my whole little gig today is more about you guys getting clearer on what it is you actually want, whether you know where you're going, what you need to surround yourself with, and then the guys who are absolute experts and authoritative in the field of everything else can fill you in with all the systems and stuff. I think Justin will back me up when he says I'm not the person for systems, because I personally don't use them. But we're now at a position where we do. So, my story, basically I started off within the fitness world. I started off as a personal trainer. We built up a very big personal brand very quick, which then left me in a position, because I'm presuming most of you guys, because we're all in service industry, we want to help people. That's the greater vision. And that's leading more than the economics. And what happens with that belief is you will put every hour God fucking gives you into trying to fulfill that, which then leads to you burning out. And I'm presuming that a lot of you, from what I've heard here, are in that position where you're either getting off the floor, or you're in a position now where you feel stuck, lost, or you don't really know where to go, what to turn, or what the actual future holds for you. Now the beautiful thing is, A, the future can hold whatever you want if you just choose it, and then B, also we can make whatever we need to do to make that happen. Now before I kick off with my thing, what I want to do is just get you all up, get a bit of energy in the room. Can we all come a little bit closer? It fucks me up when people with separation and all that sort of stuff. But right, what I want to do first, everyone just get your hands out like this, and all I want you to do is just clap for me. So one, drag in, good, let's do it again. Do it again. And on this one, come in, close the hand over. Good. Now just do it one more time for me, take them out, and then go again. Now what you do is just take presence and take awareness of what your thumb's doing, okay? If your left thumb is over your right thumb, it means you're going to crush it. It means you're going to win a lot of money this year. If your right thumb is over your left thumb, it means you're going to get a lot of sex this year. If you've gone neutral, it means you fucked up, you failed, everything's going to fall to shit. I'm completely joking, But what we need to do now is just change the thumb over. What does that feel like?
Uncomfortable.
Okay, now let's exaggerate that. Let's do the same thing again. Cross your arms. And now try and cross your arms over the other side. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Wrong answer, just fuck this up. But it feels uncomfortable, and the majority of things that are happening today is change. A lot of you are at the position where something small is going to have to change in order to give you what you want. And that's the point that I'm trying to get here. Change is fucking uncomfortable, and no matter what level you're at, even with us, the guys who are crushing it, you guys who are starting out and all that sort of stuff, change sucks at any level, but if we're not clear on what we need to change, then we can't change it. So get you all to sit back down. So going back to my story, when we were putting everything in to the business, we were pretty much blowing out of our arses trying to get everything work, something had to change. Like I was trying to say before, my biggest thing was I was going into the trenches doing absolutely every hour God sent in order to do something. And the biggest thing what we needed to do was go online and get that. But what that meant for us was getting really clear on what it is that we wanted to do. Now, what I want to do is just get some radical honesty here. How many of you guys actually know what you want? Hands up. Good, that scares me. So, I was very fortunate I was always brought up, my father always ingrained into me. Never go into business, relationships or partnerships with someone who doesn't know who they are or what they want. My issue is, although I was ingrained with that, I was actually the person and it wasn't actually the people around me. And the biggest thing that I found is when that's the case within people who are trying to create businesses, everything else will not grow around them. So the big thing today, again, going into clarity, what is it you actually want? So if you can all take out a pen and paper for me, and just close your eyes and actually put yourself into your own head, and for 2 minutes, just run through and ask yourself the questions. What is it you want? Why are you here? What are you trying to move forwards? What's the impact going to be on the world? And just write it down, get really clear on it. Because if we can't answer this question, fuck the business system. Fuck even building the business, because it's not going to fulfill you. And that's why we're all here. And then if you can start to open that out, once you've got what you actually want, can you go in further with that? Can you actually open that out, create a vision around it? Now the reason that I'm going to get you to do this, and I really want you to do this and make this the pinnacle of everything moving forwards, is I spent 6 years doing this. I didn't really know what I wanted. I jumped, I climbed, I did every single thing within the fitness industry. I sold my soul to the devil, tried to become an influencer, get my arse out on social media.